Hello and welcome to this overview and demonstration of implementing MODICON Quantum Ethernet Remote I/O using the Unity I/O Assigner, which is a Unity Pro companion tool. First, let's take a look at the Unity Pro companion tools. The purpose of these tools is to minimize the amount of keystrokes required to create a Unity Pro project and a VisuoCytec database. The companion tools accomplish this task by automating the generation of VisuoCytec databases and of the Unity Pro applications. Before I get into the demonstration of the Unity I/O Assigner, you may have noticed that it's not shown here. That's because the origin of the Unity I/O Assigner is as a feature of the Udemy DFB Manager. So let's take a quick look at the functionality of the Udemy DFB Manager. The base functionality is organization and browsing of DFB libraries. Browsing of the library shows images of the DFB. The DFB project can be opened from the tool, and editing of the project is supported. The tool will also auto-generate help files for the DFBs. The auto-generated help file will contain the properties, an image, pin data, public variable data, sections, and a customizable user area. Additionally, the tool will generate installable families, update those families, and update the help files in the Unity Types library. But let's focus on the I/O Assigner part. But now we're to the point where we're talking about the Unity I/O Assigner feature of the DFB Manager tool. The most powerful feature of the tool is the creation of DFB template section instances. When the template section is created, the user can assign DFB input and output pin variables to hardware configured I/O modules in a Unity project. This assignment is by drag and drop. And this feature of the Udemy DFB Manager is the basis for the Unity I/O Assigner. So as previously stated, the Unity I/O Assigner is a standalone application, and that's what we're going to demonstrate next. There are two files required by the I/O Assigner. These are an I/O variable list file, which is a simple Tab Delimited Text file. This file can be created using Excel. The second file is an exported Unity Pro application of the ZEF or XEF type. ZEF is recommended. The Unity project should contain the hardware configuration required by the variables to be assigned, but incremental use of the I/O Assigner is supported. Here is the I/O variable list that will be demonstrated. This list could be separated and saved into 4 files as shown. For large systems, separation can make the assignment easier. Also, consider separating by signal type or level, such as separating discrete inputs into 24-volt DC and 120-volt AC files. Now, in my Unity Pro application, I have no code, but I have hardware configured. In the local rack, there are 2 combination I/O modules, a discrete and an analog. There is a single S908 remote I/O drop, and there is an Ethernet I/O bus with a quantum drop and an X80 drop. All drops have comments, which are used by the I/O Assigner tool. The only variables are device DDTs created by Unity as a result of having the EIO bus, drops, and X80 I/O modules. The X80 I/O module device DDTs are highlighted here. I will export the application and overwrite an existing ZEF file. I have customized the tool's pull-down menu to include the I/O Assigner. This allows the I/O Assigner tool to be launched from within Unity Pro. In the I/O Assigner tool, I will load the I/O variable list file. And here, the I/O variables are shown with the required type suffix. Now, open the exported Unity ZEF file. The I/O bus architecture is shown here. Selecting the local bus rack displays the rack configuration where an I/O module can be selected. I will filter the I/O variable list to local I/O variables. Mouse over shows the variable comment in the variable list and on the assigned I/O module channel. The I/O variable list is auto-filtered to the selected I/O module channel type, such as AI, AO, DI, and DO. The data type and topological address assigned to the variable can be displayed. I will continue the assignments for the S908 remote I/O bus. Right-clicking on an assigned I/O module variable allows clearing of the I/O channel. This provides an undo feature. And now the EIO bus. Note that EIO bus quantum drop addressing uses the MODICON state RAM or Modbus syntax instead of the topological syntax used for the local and S908 I/O. The final assignments for the EIO X80 drop. Here, the simultaneous multivariable assignment feature is demonstrated. Open I/O module channels can be auto-assigned as spare channels with an appropriate descriptive comment. Variables assigned to EIO X80 channels are created with device DDT channel data types and aliased to the I/O module device DDT channels. The I/O signer can also assign all open I/O module channels as spares with a single menu click. Now I write the ZEF file, again overwriting the existing file. I will close the I/O assigner and open the ZEF file with Unity Pro. First, we will take a look at the modifications made by the I/O assigner to the device DDTs originally created by Unity Pro, with focus on the X80 I/O module device DDTs. All of the original device DDTs have been renamed, and appropriate descriptive comments have been added. Expanding the original device DDT for the X80 analog output module shows the channel DDT array. Expanding the modified device DDT shows that the channels have been aliased, indicated by the green arrow icon. The DDT variables aliased to I/O module channels also show the green arrow icon. Displaying the data properties for the device DDT channel shows the alias variable assigned to the channel. And the data properties for the alias variable shows the device DDT channel that is the alias of the variable. Also see the descriptive comment added by the Assign Spare feature of the I/O Assigner tool. Finally, here are the elementary data type variables with the I/O channel addressing assigned by the I/O Assigner. Thank you for watching this demonstration. I hope the time saved by using the Unity I/O Assigner will be valuable to you in your Unity Pro application development. Subscribe to this channel to see more demonstrations of Unity Pro tools, tips, and tricks.